Hadley, and for the last time I'm hosting BNN. So since I'm a senior, I will be graduating. We might as well go ahead and get some new hosts. So we're going to go see if anyone else wants to announce some of the segments.
Now we will show you the Fair Queen and Southerner pageant.
You're so good at that.
Coleman High School 2014 Fair Queen and Miss Southerner pageants were recently held at Wallace State Community College.
Good evening and welcome to the Coleman High School's 2014 Fair Queen pageant. Thank you for being here tonight as our 6 beautiful contestants compete for the privilege of representing Coleman High School in next year's Coleman County Fair Queen pageant.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast and be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they sit in your skin. Kept on the inside and no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly.
The contestants were judged on overall appearance, interviews, portfolios, and talent.
Baby, and don't ever let it. Reading it all the way and don't you waste it. Every feeling that could be so very sweet, you gotta taste it. You gotta do it. The cinder or the shiny apple of its eye. I gotta fly once, I've gotta try once, only can die once.
On the same night the Miss Southerner pageant was held, most of the contestants in the Fair Queen pageant were also competing for the Miss Southerner title. In Miss Southerner, 16 freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors competed for the crown.
She also enjoys attending Alabama football games and Auburn baseball games.
Shopping, being a part of her church youth choir, and spending time with her family and friends. Some of her community and school involvement.
Some of her school activities and honors include French Club, FCCLA,
Especially with her church's choir tour, scrapbooking, and playing piano and guitar. Some of her school and community activities include
cooking, traveling, helping people in need, going to church, spending time with her family and friends, making herself and her
outdoor activities with her family, participating in church youth activities such as Grove, God's Renegades and Obedient Worshiper,
duet writing, singing at the choir at her church, and spending time with friends.
Shane, sewing and fashion design, cake decorating, and learning foreign languages. Some of her
language, listening to music, and working with the children's ministry at her church. She is a member
cooking, ballet, and collecting vintage cookware. She is a member of National and Spanish Honor Society.
Skiing, swimming, wakeboarding, being a resident of Smith Lake, and managing her company which specializes in Smith Lake products such.
She is a member of SGA, Key Club, Bearcat News, French Club, track,
and spending time with family, friends, and her youth group. Some of her school and community activities and honors include
and spending time with her family and friends. Some of her school and community activities and honors include
Some of her school and community activities and honors include Fridge Club, Key Club.
Some of her community and school involvements include Key Club, co-editor of The Highlight, president of
Night, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's
Congratulations to all the contestants and to the overall winners.
Look around. Every day we take for granted things that a few years earlier were never even thought of. Feats of technology we undermine with every day of use, and we don't even know how they work. Where do these things come from? How were they born? Enter the engineer. In the last 50 years alone, engineering has conquered devastating world issues. But when most think of engineers, they imagine fighter jets, bombs, or even secret projects. With a more realistic standpoint, they are more centered on humanity's progress rather than its destruction. Countless devices that you use every day had an engineer involved in its creation. From smaller devices like the cell phone to bigger ones like a truck, an engineer had a hand in designing it. If you want to improve the world around you, engineering is probably the degree for you. Not as close to home in less privileged areas, the Life Straw purifies water for people to drink as it ascends through the straw. New pharmaceuticals are developed every day by chemical engineers. Recently, engineers have created the NeuroPace, a device which detects the beginnings of a seizure and contacts the brain to stop it in its tracks. For years, cancer has baffled scientists, but they continue to make steps forward. As you can see, the word engineering goes a long way. They have such a broad spectrum to choose from and are involved in so many projects. Overall, engineers are entirely focused on making the lives of everyday people better in many ways. Roads, buildings, medicine, products, automobiles, planes, entertainment, and the list goes on. As you can see, engineers serve both our welfare and the needs of our society. Engineers are inventors, thinkers, and doers.
Camille not knowing the words. I'm sure she'll make it.
Bloopers with Dolly and Camille.
Snacks! Snacks! Oh, so many snacks.
Please give me your number at Slurp. I'll hit this time. Make sure nobody gets hurt. Make sure no stays tight. Do the same for
We're gonna have to redo that interview. Her nipples are showing.
Hey, I'm Hannah Smith here with Camille Marsh and Emily Booker, upcoming juniors. Tell me how y'all feel about trials today.
Very nervous.
Okay. Can y'all tell me some of y'all's strengths and some of y'all's weaknesses?
My weaknesses is I don't know the cheers or dances at all.
One of my weaknesses is staying tight while we tumble. I'm working on it.
And strengths?
Probably stunting. That's about it.
Stunting.
Well, I wish y'all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Upcoming students should know that I really like to make you think. Not necessarily textbooky stuff, but I make you think about what we're learning and how it applies to your life and why it matters and why people that died a long time ago are still important to you. If I were a superhero, my arch nemesis on campus would be Erin Tidwell. I don't know why, something about her makes me nervous. Working in the same school as Mr. Lee is actually really like it. We were always close growing up. We're very good friends. We do a lot of stuff together. So it's nice to have him there. I know that he's always got my back if I need something. At the same time, it does open up some possibilities for pranks. I did come into school one day and I had a bunch of signs taped to my door, and that was him. And I haven't gotten him back for that, so watch out.
If they study, turn in all their work, and come every day, they'll have no problems. I think that's the biggest advice. Just be here and do your stuff. I think all the faculty here is kind of like the Justice League. We're all on the same team. Teachers at other schools would be the nemesis. Other science teachers out there. Probably Sheldon Cooper on Big Bang Theory. Now, technically, we probably wouldn't be friends, but because I don't think he does that. But that would be interesting to know that guy.
And now let's go check out the progress on the new buildings.
I'm Paige Hanky. As you can see, the construction's coming along nicely. At this point, they're starting to lay brick and put in steel girders. The expected time for them to be finished is sometime in June.
We've had a jazz band here at Coleman High School really since the late 1980s. I think it was 88 or 89 when the jazz band was started. Back then it was called the Stage Band, but over the years it's evolved into the Coleman High School Jazz Band. No, not really. I mean, we have soloists on every instrument, so all the sections of the band, whether you're talking about the trumpets, the saxes, the trombones, or the rhythm section, they all get their opportunity to shine, so it's really equal. Oh, we've had an incredible group. We had a few new people in different places throughout the ensemble, so we were, always concerned about that. How will the new people, fit in with the group? And it's been magnificent. They've been a great contribution to our program. We have an opening on bass guitar, electric guitar, and piano, and vocalist. Well, each one of those auditions has its own set of requirements. So when I have the packets ready soon, the students will be able to see, what the individual requirements are for bass guitar or electric guitar or vocalist. All of those folks need to be able to read music, and there's some other requirements that are specific to the instruments involved.
Jazz band's been really fun. I was vocalist along with Allie Nutley, and we both shared it. She was a senior, so she got first pick on all the songs, but it was a really good experience to get out there and to learn how to be confident in front of performing in front of your school and performing in front of people you don't know.
It was great. I loved all the music. It's a great experience.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Being a captain of the CHS Majorettes is a big accomplishment, and I'm really looking forward to helping the girls that made it this previous year and just getting to experience twirling with them on the football field.
Being a senior on the Majorette line this year is bittersweet because it's our last year, but we're really looking forward to twirling with the girls this year.
Can't leave her, forever I'll always need her. She lied, but I believe her. Love sick, I got that fever. Love stupid, I know it. Love stupid, I know it. I know 'cause I'm a fool in love. Either you're mine or you're not. Make up your mind, sweet baby. Right here, right now is all we got. A little party never killed nobody, so we gon' dance until we drop. A little party never killed nobody. Right here, right now is all we got. Skip up. It don't mean a thing if I give you my heart, that you tear it apart. No, it don't mean a thing if I in your eyes, probably ain't gonna blind. No, what do you think, good rock?
I'm here in the flat.
What is slacklining?
Well, it started in, I think, the 70s when rock climbers in Yosemite National Park, they were tired from climbing so much, so they wanted a sport that they could do that they could sort of rest with. So they just put some of their line up in between some trees and they started walking it, and it's kind of escalated from there.
So why do you enjoy slacklining?
It's a sport that I can do that, just how it started out, I can do it and not be completely exhausted by the end of the day. So I can just do it all day and feel fine. And it gets me outside, which is great.
Taking you
Killian has been a student of mine since 2nd grade, and it has been a blessing to watch him evolve. He actually started working and was nominated for Service Above Self. Started working with Relay for Life, West Elementary tent in 5th grade. And so he's been working with Relay for Life for over 9 years now, and has grew into a leadership role. Not just showing up, but you know what I mean by leadership. Behind the scenes, you're having to do the nitty-gritty work. And Killian has been doing that for many years, working over 100 hours a year in the last few years to support the Relay for Life event that means so much to this community. And his fame precedes him. I understand that Relay for Life has contacted him, and they have asked him to begin working with the Relay for Life group at Jacksonville State University when he transfers there. So I think that's a huge commendation that that group is aware of who he is and the kind of sacrifice that he makes to serve that particular charity.
Killian, we'll let you tell a little bit about yourself and what plans are at high school, and also introduce who's with you today.
Well, I plan to attend Jacksonville State University in the fall as a theater and broadcasting communications double major. Following graduation, I plan to work as a street actor for Disney, where my dream is to actually be Peter Pan and then to be stage acting during the off season. I did bring with me today my mother, who also has a heart of service as a volunteer for Peaches Neat Feet, a nonprofit organization which paints shoes for terminally ill children.
Here we go. Go with it. You got 3 steps. There you go. 3 steps and a dribble. There you go. Can't strip it, can't knock it out of their hands, and can't push them down the chase. Don't get inside the 3-point line. Nobody can get inside the 3-point line. Get a score? Just fine. Outside. Blocked. Stay outside the 3-point line. And
Our next segment is on the Coleman Fishing Team.
Being a survivor, it's just like you've had a big ordeal happen in your life, like you survived cancer, and it could be anything, really. The type of cancer I have is hydrocephalus astrocytoma. Hydro means water, and astrocytoma means burn tumor. I've had cancer for the past 13 years. My mom has been there for me through everything. My sister, pretty much my whole family's been there for me. I've dealt with it pretty well, I think. I do a lot of praying. I tell people about it. I don't talk about it much, but I still talk about it. I don't like to talk about it because I don't want people thinking that I'm just all about just having cancer, which I'm not. And I'm into drum line, so I drum a lot, and it just makes me think about it, makes me think I'm a normal person. I draw a lot too. It affected my organs, every organ in my body. It affected my eyesight, my balance. In 7th grade, they told me that I was completely blind in my left eye, and since then, my eyes have started going downhill. I can't see at night anymore. I have to use a CNI cane at night. They told me that they don't know if I'm going to lose the rest of my eyesight. I have no clue. Since I'm having all the organ problems, my gallbladder has been affected. They said most likely I'll have to have a liver transplant. My balance is very messed up, so when I run kind of funny because I can't run like a normal person could. I also have a shot in my head. It runs behind my right ear. It goes down the side of my neck and it runs into my stomach. It goes into the colon and cavity. It gets the spinal fluid out of my brain. Well, being a cancer survivor, you have Relay for Life. Relay for Life is where you go and you support how much you have lived and how you've celebrated your life. They have Cancer Walk, they have a Survivor's Breakfast, and then they have the Luminary Service. The Luminary Service is where you celebrate the ones that are still living, that are fighting cancers, the ones that have fought and defeated cancer, and the ones that have died of cancer. This year I have been chosen to tell my story, along with another lady from Birmingham. Well, being a cancer survivor, people always are saying that you can't do anything. I've been told I can't do many things, but on the other hand, I have proven everyone wrong. I'm in band. I do all kinds of stuff. Cancer's it's just an event that happens in life. It happens to everyone. It can happen to anyone. It happened to me when I was 3. It can happen to anyone. I just want people to know that everyone's the same. You can't just judge somebody by the way they look, how they act, the way their life has been, because everyone's different. God has a plan.
This is a bittersweet moment for the graduating class of 2014. Not only is it your last chance to be roaming the halls of Coleman High School, but it's also your last time that you will ever watch BNN. I have had an honor being your class president, and I wish you the best luck in the future. And to the underclassmen, you should all participate in BNN because not only is it fun, but you get to participating in a lot of activities, and sometimes you get to get out of class if you're lucky, and that's always a good thing. I wish you all the best of luck here at Coleman High School. And for the last time, signing off, I am Peyton Palmer.
This is Anna Moore. Signing off. Signing off.
Signing off.
And for the last time here on BNN, this is Killian Carpenter, signing off.
Go for it. Just do an outro. Just be like, we'll see y'all later.
See y'all later.
Ice, baby. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands.